Today is Tuesday, the 25th of February, 2020, and I'm anxious to do something in here that I've been wanting to do. Now that it is 70 degrees, and now that I have my kitchen set up, I'm gonna cook my first meal. Yeah, I'm putting the cart before the horse, but why not? I've got space in here. This is actually a little bit higher than my kitchen in my Class C. Easier to cook in, easier to access. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna make some spaghetti. I just washed up these pans that I brought over here, and ready to get to work. Unfortunately, I have this electric cooktop because the propane's not hooked up yet. I still have to do some work to the propane system, but this will work. So yeah, let's make some spaghetti. Here's my fettuccine, because I like fettuccine better than I do spaghetti noodles. My little thing of spices, some ground beef. I brought over a cutting board and a utensil. Spaghetti spoon, must have the spaghetti spoon. Okay, so we'll let that cook down. Let the noodles get hot. Got all my spices. I have garlic powder. Of course, the ground beef, 93% lean. I bought lean so I could also cook in my Instant Pot without having to drain the meat. Italian seasoning, basil, oregano, black pepper. Actually, I like a ground pepper, but this I had on hand, so I'll just use it. I like to grind my own pepper. And Himalayan pink salt. So I'll let these brown up a little bit. And then I'll put my meat in there, cook up my meat. And then what I do is I don't make my own spaghetti sauce. I have this Bertolli 5-cheese spaghetti sauce. What I like to do is once it's all cooked up, I like to put my seasonings in with that sauce. Actually, I will cook them up, some of them up with my meat also. The onions are starting to saute. Okay, we're ready for the hamburger meat. Okay, I'm gonna add my salt and pepper. I don't like a lot of salt though, but you have to have a little bit. And this Himalayan salt is really strong. I'm not ready to cook my spaghetti yet. It finally started to boil. So I just turned it down a little bit. I'll leave the lid on so that when I'm ready, I can start cooking it then. Because I like to I have the hiccups, great. I like to cook up my sauce. Once this meat cooks up, I'll dump my sauce in, dump the spices in, and let it cook up. I like it to kind of candy a little bit. Candying as in you let it saute until it just kind of forms and, I don't know, becomes a little more solid, I guess. It tastes better to me that way, because canned spaghetti sauces on their own, jarred spaghetti sauces on their own, they still need some additives for me. I still have to add my spices and such. Okay, I'm ready to add my sauce. Shake it up a little bit. open the jar. Oh, good. This one's easy to open. Dump it in. I like to save a little bit for leftovers. My water's still boiling. That's good. It's a slow boil instead of a high boil. Okay, so I'm going to start adding my spices. Add a little bit more pepper. A little bit more salt. Okay, some oregano. Whoops, wrong side. And licking my Italian spices. Some basil. Oops, that's really coming out. Some Italian seasoning. This is what makes the spaghetti taste better. Adding this stuff. And a bit of garlic powder. I'm not big on garlic, but a little bit will be good. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, stir it all together. And then let this simmer for about 30 minutes. Or until it candies up. When it candies, it kind of gets a little bit darker and a little bit firmer. You can tell the difference. And I think it has more flavor that way. Ah, got a mosquito hawk in here. Lovely. Do not want that spice in my food. Okay, so I'm going to put a lid over it. Excuse me. Put a lid over it and let that simmer. Okay, it's time to put my spaghetti on. This is simmering. Stir this back up. Ah, that's coming along nicely. You do have to stir it off and don't walk away and forget about it or you will burn it. Yummy, yummy, yummies. I love spaghetti. Huh? I'm cooking like one of my favorite meals for the first time in the Twinkie. Awesome. Yay. So my sauce is ready. Awesome. Yummy, yummy, yum-yums. You can see a difference in the color. It's not as red. And we've checked the noodles. Checked them a minute ago. They weren't quite ready yet. Okay, the pasta's finally ready. You don't want soggy pasta, so I cooked it to where it's still kind of firm, but yet edible. Okay, be very, very careful. Lots of people get burnt this way. Drainsy noodles. I don't bother to rinse my noodles. I kind of like them this way. Pour them back in the pan. Just dropped my pot holder on the floor. Yummy, yummy, yummies. It's been so long since I've had spaghetti because it's really not easy to cook spaghetti in my little Class C. Oh, awesomes. Oh, yum, yum. I know I'm saying awesomes way too much. Sorry about that. Take the old spaghetti spoon and mix it up. And then I will get a plate of spaghetti and enjoy my dinner. But I'm not going to show you me eating it because I don't know. People eating. I don't need to see people eating on YouTube. Ah, that's perfect. Okay, so I'll mix this up. Then I'll plate it and I'll show you my plate. And yes, I like to mix my sauce with my noodles. That way when I have leftovers, it's not all clumped and stuck together, and I like it this way. There you go. And check it out. I get a nice sunset with my dinner. I love these windows. This is so cool. I have the flap on the front closed. But this is just, I love this. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here, watch my movie, enjoy the sunset, and eat my dinner. Yummy, yummy, yum-yums.